Hi everyone, I'm back. How are we all? Sorry about last week, I had the lurgy. I'll just wait till a few of you come on board. You all had a good week? Am I on? I don't see anybody popping up. Yeah, I do see people popping up. Hello. There we go. Hi Arlene and Wendy. Hello Jennifer Dundas. Elizabeth Pattison, hi there. And Anne Anderson. Wendy Crichton, hiya. Kath. Hello Kath McDonald. Hello my lovely friend Rona. Lisa Marie Allen, I'm glad you're better. Thank you, pet. I was very unwell. I'm sorry about the very baby pathetic post I put up last week, but I was feeling I had laryngitis and bronchitis and other itises, so I was absolutely done in. Today's my first day really that I'm feeling more like myself. But thank you to everybody for all your lovely messages, your kind comments and all your lovely private messages. It really meant a lot. I'm still a wee bit wheezy, so excuse me, she says for effect. I hope you're all steering clear of it because apparently it's doing the rounds and it's not very nice. So yes, Lisa Marie, thank you. I am feeling better. Evening, Katie, says Liz Douglas. Good evening, Liz Douglas. And Elizabeth Pattison, hello again. Let me just see if I can scroll down. This doesn't always scroll down, as you know. I'm plugged into the wall again, so hopefully we'll not have any Arlene Burgess. Katie, how are you feeling? A lot better. Thank you very much. Hello, Corinne Boyle. Nice for you to join us. Nice to see you. And Michelle Selvey. Maria Lyons, hi. Anne Simpson, hello. Is everybody doing well? Everybody fine? Hello, Anne Donald, my wee buddy from Aberdeen. Caroline Crossy, hello. I got to talk to you this weekend. So I'm going to work all weekend and Monday undisturbed to catch up with everything that I missed out on last week. So wish me luck. I need plenty of iron brew and plenty of supplies. Hi, Karen Bell, Pamela Nicholson, and Jennifer Patterson. Hello, Jennifer Patterson. How are you, my darling? Hi, Diva, says Anne Donald. Hello, Mini Diva. How are you? Yes, I really did want to just thank you all because you sent me such lovely, kind, caring messages and it did make me feel better. So thank you to everybody who did that. That was lovely of you. I'm going to open up my healing list again. At the moment, I only have 3 on it. So I have Isabel Fox, Caroline Eddy, and Lynn Hill. So if you want to be added to my healing list, then put a wee message and I can see it. As you know, I'm going between 2 computers. I'm on my group page looking at all your letters and your photographs and whatnot, so I can answer those. We'll also do the tarots. I'll pull some tarot cards for some of you. And if you've got any questions, just fire them on. I want to say a very special birthday to Susan Maguire, who's a great girl, and she runs a lovely group called Hands of Friendship. If I got that right, Susan, correct me if I'm wrong. Hands of Friendship. You know what my memory's like, so I've got a pen in my hand tonight so that I don't forget. Haven't had my eyes tested yet because I wasn't well enough to go. So still got that old problem lurking where I can't see very well. But I've got these for emergencies. But I will get that done next week. Quite a few of you messaged me and said, have you got your eyes done yet? Hi, Georgie Crow. Hi, Rona Robertson says, hi there. Claire McMichael. I get that wrong every week, Claire, don't I? It's Claire Michael. Caroline Crossy, hi, hope you're well now. You sound better. Yeah, I do sound better. That was a very pathetic live post I put on last week. When I look back and I think, oh my God. But I was just so unwell. But yeah, I feel an awful lot better now. Seems to be an awful lot going around. That was a cracker of a day we had today, wasn't it? 20 degrees. So that's nice to know. We've still got a wee bit of summer left in us. Everybody doing well? Everybody had a good week? Everybody glad it's Friday? Fabulous. Hi, Shona Jenkins and Flora Care. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Let me just scroll down a wee bit now. She says, thank you for seeing my wee... Oh, got my wee straws back. Remember they were missing for the first... They came the first time and then they were missing. I say, oh, your wee love's going up. Thank you so much for that. I've got my nails done for you tonight, guys. Did my nails. I didn't do my eyelashes because I didn't want to have sweaty eyes, so... Hello, Chris Cameron, my darling friend. And hello, Anne-Marie Connolly, Sharon Ross, Heather Campbell. Hello, Heather Campbell. Jennifer Patterson. Hello, Katie. Glad you're better. Yep, I am better, thank you. I'm a nightmare when I'm not well. I know that'll surprise you. Because I hate a fuss. But no, I'm not good. I'm all right for the first day and then I start climbing the walls. Making demands and such like. Yeah, so what are these wee straws? There's blue, white, red. They disappeared for a few weeks, but they're back now and I see all your lovely love hearts going up. So thank you very much for that. That's lovely. I do love my wee love hearts going up. You know how to make a girl feel special. So you do. Hello, Joe LeSaint Sheen and Victoria Marshall. Donna Dillon has joined. Hello, Christine Oates, my special friend. Hello, Karen May. Cav McDonald, you need to stop smoking. I don't smoke if you don't count 40 plus a day. So I do know I need to stop smoking as well. I do. I need to stop smoking. I'll get there. I've got a lot I need to do. But anyway, I just wanted to thank everybody for their very, very kind messages. And you're all still saying nice things just now. So that's lovely. You're very, 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 very lovely people and I adore you. I adore you. Let me scroll up here a wee bit. This is supposed to do this by itself. As you know, I'm having to work on Athena's laptop because I need to be plugged in. And my Chromebook doesn't have the point or the port. So I'll need to look into that as well. So Athena's thing has got a wee mouse thing's different to mine. So it takes a while for my poor old brain to figure things out. Hello, Michelle Rushton. Victoria Marshall, good evening, my lovely. Good evening, my lovely, back to you, Victoria Marshall. Christine Oates, lovely to see you back. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, sweetheart. I am feeling better. Hello, Fiona Gillen has joined. Diane Lynch has joined. Dawn Lindsay has joined. Hello, ladies. So, where are we going to start? As I said, we will do some, I'll do some readings from those that have left comments and the photographs on my group page. I'll just quickly explain this to you again. I know it's a bit repetitive, but what I need you to do is watch me on here where you're watching me now, which is what I call my like page, and then on my group page, which is the Ghost Whisperer, where it's the black and white photograph at the top. I need you there to put your question in the comments, your question, your date of birth, your location, and your photograph where I can see your eyes clearly. So it's a shame that we're having to work between two pages, but there's no other way of doing it. I've been trying to figure out various ways, even seeing if text would have been a good idea, but that's not, I don't think that's the answer either. So at the moment, this is what we're stuck with. So it's quite straightforward. Just ask your question, put your photograph on the group page, and then jump over to my like page that you're on just now watching me. Catherine Burns, looking good, Katie, compared to last week. I couldn't look any worse. Thank you though, Pet. And that was somebody saying it was their first time, and I've just lost you. I've just lost it because it's gone up. So welcome whoever you are for your first time. Hello Isa Beveridge and Georgie Crow and Samantha Downs and Cheryl Cook, Pamela Nicholson. Anything for me, Katie? I will get into that in a minute. I'm just gearing up my vibes now, tuning in, just raising my vibrations. So I'll get into all that in a minute, guys. If anybody wants to go on my healing list, hello Kenny, Moir, Shannon Lochran, hi. Jeanette Brown, hello. Rosalind Greenlees. I don't know why some come up with a green banner saying so-and-so has joined, and then other people just come up as if it's a comment. Isn't it strange? The old world of the internet. It is a strange thing. Shirley Ann Christo, hello, and Jeanette Campbell have joined. Katie McKee has joined. Hello, Katie McKee. Nice to have you all on board. Yeah, so I was saying there about my healing list. Isabel Fox, Caroline Eddy, and Lynn Hill. If you want to be added to that, just put your name up and I will take a note of it. Alrighty, okay, so let's get started. I just wanted to tell you about something that I was reading about or heard about during the week, which I thought was really quite interesting. There was a recent study that showed that quadriplegics are happier than lottery winners. Doesn't that say a lot about society? I find that quite, I don't know, I'm happy for the people that are paralysed. That can't even begin to imagine what kind of life that is. But imagine that they are happier than winning the lottery. So it just seems to be the more we have, the more unhappy we get, and the more unhappy we are. Such a strange thing. And then we have these people who, I suppose we're all a wee bit cherophobic. No, that's a big word. Cherophobic. Who knows what cherophobic means? Hello, Rebecca Thompson. Megsy Pegsy. Do you like my Megsy Pegsy is my wonderful hairdresser. I had to cancel her as well last week, and the wee soul was dead good about it. So do you like my hair? Like, it's nice, isn't it? I like it because she's done a really, really good job. Arlene Burgess Jackson is saying that she PM'd me with the photographs. If you PM me with the inbox me with the photographs, then I'm going to assume it's for my blog and not for my live chats. Catherine Gregg, hi. Hi, Katie. Hi, Catherine Gregg. Lindsay Ground. Oh, Lindsay Ground's card, please. This is my first time. Right, Lindsay, I'll take a wee note of you then. First time lucky. Lindsay Ground's card. Rona, you've got a roller coaster week ahead. Oh dear, darling, I hope everything works out. I'll do your card as well. Rona Robertson. My first time too. And that's going up, I've missed it. Jacqueline Brown Roger, hello, you've joined. Carol Melrose would love a card. Kelly Patterson has joined. Okay. So I'll start off with you, Rona Robertson, and I will do your card. I don't know how other people can manage to have great big nails. These nails make me feel slightly disabled. Hello, Margaret Shearer has joined. And Gersina McCann, if I pronounced that correctly. Probably not, but it's a lovely name. Hello, Noel Foy, Ponsonby. Hi, Arlene, could I have a card, please? You're on the wrong show, babe. No, it's easily confused. I'm very easily confused. So I'm not surprised you are too. Okay, so this is for Rona Robertson. And you have chosen the 5 of Pentacles. There we go. Can you see it? It's not a very nice looking wee card, isn't it not? The wee guy with the injury and the woman with the cloak. So the 5 of Pentacles, or as some people would call it, coins. And if you use a deck of cards, it's the diamonds. Darling, this would talk about rejection, it would talk about injury, it would talk about financial loss, that you have fallen on hard times. Okay, can you see? That you have fallen on hard times, financial loss for some reason, less money coming in, and could be due to ill health or even an injury. Accept help, don't be proud. Can you see that alright? Is it shining on the card? Definitely, however, is temporary and better days are coming. Total period of worry, I would say, is 5 months. Although, in general, the past 5 years have been a bit crappy, to be honest. Hello, Catherine Fenton. Paul Rigoni. Thank you for all your kind words during the week. Paul Rigoni, or Rigoni. Michelle Ruston. Can nearly talk. Nikki McCallum. So, my wee darling, that is it's telling you to ask for help. Don't be too proud. But it is a temporary card. It doesn't mean that, although there's injury and rejection and loss and financial loss, etc., that it's going to be like that forever, because it's not. Focus on those that you love. You've got no time for sentiment at the moment. So get rid of the person who holds you back, pull you down. I feel you're being quite nostalgic, Rona, quite sentimental, and you seem to worry about this person, feel sorry for them, but there's no time for sentiment. Not at this moment in time. There's no time for sentiment. You need to sever those ties. You just need to sever the ties and just before you pull down even further, okay? Before you come under this person's, before you get even more despondent and pulled under with the toxicity of this person and this person's negativity, and I'm afraid lies as well. So, yes, it's not a great card, darling, but it does talk of what you have to take from that is that it's a temporary card. So all these crappy things that are going on, like the hard times, financial loss, less money coming in, etc., that is going to pass, and it will pass within 5 months. So September, October, November, December, January, February. So by very early spring, it should have passed. So I hope so for your case, because you're a lovely person, a very, very lovely person. But focus on those that you love, and focus on those that love you, and focus less on those that are draining you and making you feel inadequate. All right, my love. Hi, Donna McCallum. Sorry, I'm just reading all this. Catherine Montgomery would like to be added to my healing list, so I shall do that. Is your name Montgomery Link? Catherine, I put it down anyways, Catherine Montgomery Link. Now, I have a very, very special, I hope she's watching. I have a very, very special, I don't like to say fan, apparently she rather likes me. She's 9 years old, and it's a very, very special hello to Erin Mercer. Hello, Erin Mercer. Big kisses from Auntie Katie. I'm glad you're enjoying watching my work, and I know that you watch it with your mummy, so it's perfectly safe for you to watch it with your mum. Did you buy a tent, Mum? Have you bought a tent? A really cracking tent. Somebody's bought a tent. So, anyway, just wanted to say a great big hello and a great big kiss to Erin Mercer. And I'm glad you're enjoying what I do, Pep. And if you've got any questions, with your mum's permission, feel free to inbox me with those. Alrighty. So, let's go on to some questions. I'm leaving my laptop down here because, as you know, I don't like my side profile, and I think it's a bit rude looking away over there. So I've got the 2 laptops here and here, double-decker laptops. So, P. Tennant, will my son marry the girl in the photo? Can I put that up there? Is that going to cut me off or anything? Let me just tune into this. P. Tennant. Any relation to David Tennant? Will he marry the girl in the photo? Yes. Yes, he will. He loves her dearly. She loves him. I do feel that she's very possessive and she's quite cold. But she feels threatened by you and your daughter. Is there a daughter there? She feels very threatened by you and another female. I think it's your daughter. But she's cutting her nose to spite her face, because rather than admit her shortcomings and admitting and trying to talk to you and tell you about her insecurities, she's pushing you away, really. You guys would be really kind and really helpful and would make very good in-laws, and yet she's pushing you away, and I don't see that changing. I do feel that she will continue to push you away. She can actually be quite nasty, I feel, rude, and at times even aggressive. And her mum's just as bad. She's very protective of her daughter and won't hear a word against her. So it's not as if you can go to the mum and say, can we sit down and talk about our kids and see if we can get this sorted out. But it's just her nature. She's very, very cold, and she just feels insecure, and she's very threatened by the close relationship that you have with your with your son, and it has with his sister. Hi, Liz McGilvery and Jacqueline Kirkbride and Andrea Graham. Hi, everyone. So, now listen, so yes, he is going to marry her. However, she does love him. The only consolation is that she does love your son, and she will be good to your son. And the only time I think they will row is when it comes to his family. In other words, you. Um, I don't know if it'd be worthwhile chat. I don't know if it'd be worthwhile chatting to her, talking to her. I think. Hi, Paula Louise Nelson and Kate Wilson Bunting. I've missed a few of you that have gone up there, so I do apologise. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think she'll put a wall up, and that wall remains. So I don't like the fact that she's nasty. There's no need to be nasty just because she feels insecure. You've offered her nothing but love, and you know you've put your arms out to her, and you've welcomed her into the family. You've given her chance after chance after chance. So I don't know what other than the fact that she's insecure, I don't know why she's not being receptive to that, because you are a very tactile, very loving person, as is your daughter and your son. But no, I just don't. I do feel that he'll marry her, but and I do feel it'll be a happy marriage. But I do feel also that she's pretty cold. So that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, we were talking about cherophobia. Do you know what cherophobia is? It's a good word. Hello, Pam Skeldon. Wendy Stewart, hi Katie, can I have a card please? Leslie Anderson, can I have a card? Claire Michael, I would love a first card this week if you'd be so kind. Okay, Claire, you've been on here a week, so let's get your card down as well. Claire Michael. Still got one to do for Lindsay Grounds. And Claire Michael. Guys, sorry for having to write this time. You know what happened the last time. Hello, Lauren Woods has joined. Katie Rushton, Michelle Rushton, Katie, you've been saying my name a couple of times and I'm getting the flutters. Lol, maybe I'm getting closer to getting a wee card. Okay, I'll do a card for you as well then, Michelle Rushton. Card for Michelle Rushton coming up, card for Claire Michael coming up, and a card for Lindsay Grounds coming up. Hello, Laura Woods. Margaret Shearer, could you add Margaret, is that Kenna, darling? Margaret Kenna to your healing list? I sure can. Hello, Lisa McCourt. Tina Baggett. Tina Baggett Loans. Hope I've got that right. Every time I see your name, Lauren Ralph, I keep going to go Ralph Lauren. Hello, Shaz Holmes. Thanks for joining. Oh, Catherine Burns, I'd like you to please give me a card as I've been watching faithfully. Please, please, please. Okay. Okay. And Pam Skeldon's mum has just come home from hospital after 3 months, bless her. Can you please put her on your healing list? Most definitely will. And her name is Pat. Surname Pat Skeldon. So my healing list so far is Isabel Fox, Caroline Eddy, Lynn Hill, Catherine Montgomery Link, Margaret Kenna, and Pat Skeldon. and anybody wants to add to that, then we can get that arranged. Alrighty. Next on the agenda, so that last message here was for P Tenant. Let's see what we've got on this other one. Caroline, Eddie, is my mum around? It's quite a long message, so, but basically you're just asking, is your mum around? Okay, Caroline, let me just get a wee sec to tune into that. Claire, Michael, I'm going to do your card, and it's pronounced Michael. Ooh, I've got it right. Took me about 17 weeks, but I've got there. Arlene, did I put your name down? I don't want this all to be about just doing tarot cards, guys, because I don't think there's any, well, there is a skill in it. Of course, hi, Sarah Doherty has joined. There is a skill in it, but I'd rather give my vibes. I think that's what, I think that's what I'm best at. Andrea Graham, can you send healing thoughts to my sister-in-law, Paula Graham? Surely will, Paula Graham. For next week's live chat, guys, please go to my group page, which is Katie Coyne, my Psychic Eyes blog, and then in brackets the Ghost Whisperer. It's the one with the black and white photograph up top. You do have to be a member, but it doesn't cost anything. You just join, and then you can put your question in the comments. I'll put a thing up tonight once I'm finished. You can put a thing in the comments with your question, your photograph where I can see your eyes clearly, your date of birth. I like to know your location just because I'm nosy. I don't need to have your postcode or your full home address, just Glasgow or New Zealand or, just that kind of thing. And I'll try and answer you for next time. Okay. Because there's a lot of people asking for cards, and I don't mind doing a few, but I just don't want to do lots and lots of tarot cards because I studied them for donkey's years and I love Greek mythology, but I don't class myself as a tarot card reader. I do class myself more as a psychic consultant, if you don't mind. So, Caroline, Eddie, is my mum around? And that wee interlude there of talking to you guys has allowed me to tune in. So, looking at her lovely photograph, what a lovely lady she was. And I do feel a female spirit. You know how I never like to commit and say it's definitely your mum or it's definitely your dad. Instead, what I like to do is tell you what I feel, and then if it relates, then we know it's your mum. But I think it's your mum. I want to ask you this, as a funny vibe that I've got straight away here, Caroline. Was your mum an usherette? Does anybody remember Angie Metcalf? Cherophobia is where a person has an aversion to be happy. You just Googled that, haven't you? Yes, you have. It's more a case of when somebody's, like what I was saying earlier on, if somebody's life's going well, all of a sudden, they're too terrified to enjoy it because they fear that something's going to go wrong. So that's more or less what it means. But yeah, a fear of happiness would be the right thing. But more so, a fear that things are going to go wrong. Hello, Michelle Loudon has joined. So, Caroline, I do apologise again for. Was your mum an usherette? Remember, you need to be a certain age to remember usherettes. I mean, obviously, I'm far too young. I'm only 39. I'm far too young to remember them. But they used to be in the old-fashioned cinemas, and your usherette used to go about in the break with a tray that she had strapped onto her, selling ice cream. And I think even before that, she would sell cigarettes and things as well. But definitely sell ice cream and chalk ices. Oh, I could murder a chalk ice right about now. So we can't ask her because she's in spirit, but maybe you know that already about her. I do see a cinema and I see the lady selling the ice cream. So I do feel this is your mum, Pet. I hope I'm right. I'm also hearing gospel music. Gospel music. Can't quite think of what gospel music is. It's not all religious stuff, is it? Gospel music. I just keep thinking of that film with what's her name? Sister Act. I keep thinking about that. So I also feel your mum was a beautiful singer, Caroline, and she watches you while you're listening to her song. So I don't know if she wrote a song, recorded a song, or if it was just her favourite song, and you listen to it over and over and over again. And it's crystal clear. This is the thing; it's absolutely crystal clear on a tape. To you guys born before 1990 or 2000 even, or I don't know when they came in, a tape was before CDs. We used to put it into the wee machine, close the machine, and press play. It wound round, and inevitably it would get stuck, and you would pull it all out and then try and tighten it. And those were a nightmare. But yeah, I feel your mum was a beautiful singer. I also recognise her perfume. I hope I'm memory serving me right here. Was it Miss Dior? I don't know if they make that anymore, Miss Dior. So whenever you smell that, Miss Dior, you know that your mum's around you. Another message that she gives me, Caroline, is that she actually begs you not to obsess over the missing 10 years, and instead stresses that the past 10 years were so special, as was your childhood. And she wants you to focus on that. The ponies, the high flat visits that you used to love to go. So who did you go to visit in a high flat? We call them a high flat in Glasgow. What do they call them? Multi-story, high flats, skyscrapers, these, you know what I mean. So you used to go and visit somebody there in a high flat that you used to love to go. So I'd love to hear what that is, and I'd love to hear if she was I keep going to say majorette, usherette, and if she was a beautiful singer. She's very delighted because her very swollen legs have gone down completely, and her big heart is now fixed. I do feel that she had heart problems for a considerable time before she died, a few years anyway, but that wasn't her cause of death. I think it's more to do with the fluid. She had a huge big heart. She's also shown me a strange thing. She's shown me a car wash business. So is that something that you or your hubby or your son or somebody in the family is thinking about buying, or are you in the middle of selling? But no, she's very much around you. But please don't dwell on the last 10, on the missing, not the last 10, the missing 10 years, whatever she means by that. Okay. Right, I'm going to pull a card for Lindsay Grounds. Lindsay Grounds. Give them a wee shuffle. Sharon Walsh is asking, can you give me a vibe reading? I need a photograph for that. But yeah, Margaret Shearer, I like your vibes better. Yeah, I prefer to do my vibes. Jacqueline Mitchell wants to have some healing. I'll do that, darling. I'll send you some healing. Alrighty. Yeah, for me to get vibes, unfortunately, I do need to see your photograph. So if you guys could, go over to my group page and put your photograph with your question, date of birth in the comments, then I can get your vibes that way. Okay. Andrew Graham, thanks Katie, very ill. Have you given me the name of somebody, Petty? I've written it down. I've written everybody down, so hope it's not you that's very ill. Okay, so the next chosen card is the card of the Fool. This is a cool wee card, actually, the Fool. It's a very misunderstood wee card. You see it there? So, I can't get used to this left or right. So you can see that he's about there to fall off the edge of the cliff. But this wee dog here, you see that? See his wee dog? He's his wisdom. So he's pulling him back. I'll keep it up there for a wee second. It does talk of new beginnings and new chapters. It talks of freedom, advancement, and it talks of caution. But I feel, Lindsay, that you are quite a cautious person anyway. The whole tarot set surrounds the Fool and his journey through all the different pitfalls and all the different ups and downs and his journey through. Remember I told you the last time that there's 78 tarot cards. You've got your major arcana, which is a 21, although it's 22 because the Fool is 0. See how he's marked 0? So that actually makes it 22 cards of the major arcana. And then we've got the minor arcana, which is the 4 suits. You've got the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands. And so it's all about the Fool's journey all the way through the tarot cards. So it is the first card of the pack, and it does talk of new beginnings, that you're about to start on a new journey in life. You need to first and foremost take a leap of faith as you go down this route. You're going down a different route, you're going into a different building, you're seeing different people regularly. It can talk of starting your own business or being given a position of authority where you have many, many more responsibilities. I'll put it up again for you so you can see. You will do and have done a lot of research, study, weighing up pros and cons, and now you're totally ready to do this and you will make the right decision. You're feeling very unsure, I feel, of what is required of you, but that's only natural. It's only natural to feel wary, and because you're a cautious person anyway, I think you've done a lot of thinking about this and a lot of research and you've given it a great deal of thought and a great deal of time. So I think it's time to bite the bullet and especially career-wise. I see you going into a different building career-wise. So you've done the hard work, now go and get the reward. And even then, I mean, it is a leap of faith, there's no getting away from that. But that wee dog, as I said, talks of your wisdom. So I know that you're a wise person. And I know that you're not going to make a mistake, and I certainly know that you're not going to rush into anything. Quite aside from all of that, it does also talk of new life, as in new life. So there is a baby being born to a couple who have waited a very, very, very long time for this news. And they too are very ready. So it's a card about being ready and about having done all the groundwork and plans and all this. And now it's just a case of putting your plans into action. Alrighty. So that was for you, Lindsay Grounds. I hope that made sense. Pamela Stewart asks, just started a course at college and already feel I'm in over my head. Okay, let me just tune in there. Hello, Katrina Murphy has joined. Laura Dunlop, can see people to my left. Yeah, that's my photographs, just of my immediate family. I like to have them. And I've got actual photographs in frames, but that's the faces you're seeing there, Pep. Up here. Yep. Some of my babies. Well, some of my babies. There's Natalie's a wee girl. Olivia, Natalie's a 15-year-old. Athena at 4 days old. And Athena at 4 days old. That's my babies. I need to get some of the girls up. I think I put them up there the last time I wasn't ill. I wasn't well, so that I felt surrounded by my... Oh, yeah, it was when I cracked my ribs. Remember I cracked my ribs? It was then I put them up because I wanted to feel them near me. They only live next door. Hello, Fiona Bates. Hello, my darling. Wilma McGarvey Sanderson. Hi. Claire Louise Smith. Lorna Dumlock, glad it's not just me. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's my memory for you. Evening, Katie, says Wilma. Evening, Wilma, says Katie. So, Pamela Stewart, should you start, just started college, and already you're feeling in over your head, and you've only been there, what, 4 weeks, if that? It's just nerves, pet. It's just nerves. You are on the right path. You are where fate intends you to be, so don't give up. You will regret it. Oh my God, you'll regret it for the rest of your life, so please don't give up. Seriously. Stick at it. Try working. It's not the course that's a problem. It's not that you're not capable of the work. You're lacking confidence in yourself. Something is shaking your confidence. So what I want you to do is also do some studying on self-confidence. I don't feel you've got a lot of support at home, which is a shame. Everyone's a bit shocked that you've done this, but he who laughs longest. Try saying that with a southern comfort in you. He who laughs last laughs longest. So they can be shocked all the light because I think you're doing the right thing. I think it's a very brave thing that you've done. And I know that you can succeed. I know you can succeed at this. But I think that you need to work on your confidence. You need to work on your self-esteem. Having these people, they're not, your family aren't putting you down, but they're certainly not supporting you. And that's a shame. So work on your self-confidence. Go online, go to YouTube and go on. Russell Brand, who, as you know, I adore, does a lot of things now. And I think he's quite, a lot of people say, well, he's not, where does he think he is? He's not experienced, but of course he is experienced. He's been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. So I think the dude knows what he's talking about. So go online and look at, go online or go on YouTube or go somewhere where you could maybe learn or read some self-help books. Get your confidence up a wee bit. Tell your family Sit them down and say, look, I really want to do this. I really want to make a success of it. Please support me. You shouldn't have to ask for support from your family, but in this case, I think you are going to have to ask. I also think it'd be a good idea to talk to your tutor, get a feeling from him about how he feels you're doing, because I feel he's very impressed and I feel he would be very supportive. Follow his advice. Yes, it is hard and it's difficult what you're doing, and there's a lot of real mind-bending aspects to it, but you're capable of doing it, and I feel you will. I feel you'll be very successful. I know you will succeed, but do these three things in between, like I said about the self-confidence. Talk to your tutor, talk to the family, tell them to support you. You support them. How's your Coyne McBurney? That's a shame that you're not getting the support at home. That's what families are supposed to do, support us, isn't it? So, shame, but don't give up, because you will truly, truly regret it. Lauren Ralph, did I add you already to the healing? No, I'll let you know. So, my healing for tonight is Isabel Fox, Lauren Ralph, Caroline Eddy, Lynn Hill, Paula, can't read my own writing, Graham, Catherine Montgomery Link, Jacqueline Mitchell, Margaret Rena, and Pat Skeldon. And in case you weren't listening earlier on, I want to say a big hi to my youngest viewer. I think she'll be my youngest viewer, little 9-year-old Erin Mercer. Hello, my darling. Thanks for watching. And hello, Brenda Dallas. And hello, Carol Pickles. And hello, Michelle Moore. And Michelle Berry. And Nikki McCallum. Can you add my pal Carol Healy? Carol Healy to your healing list? Yes, I can. Alrighty. Let's go and have a wee look and see what's happening over here. Margaret Whip. I have been told patience. I don't know if you're on here, Margaret Whip. I don't remember seeing your name, but I did lose a lot of names when I was working on something else. Hello, Carol Pickles and Michelle Moore. I've just said that, haven't I? Margaret Whip. I have been told patience, but 8 weeks of waiting for contact after meeting for coffee is doing my head in. Will he contact me again? What a lovely, genuine, warm, tactile lady you are, Margaret Whip. An absolute sweetheart. I'm getting quite a lot of vibes here. First and foremost, yes, I feel he will make further contact, but the relationship is short-lived. I feel you were meant to meet him symbolically because he thrilled you and he gave you back that feeling of excitement, and now you've had a taste of it. I feel you were in a terrible rut before, and now you've come out of that rut. I feel you were given and just be so responsible for absolutely everybody. So now it's your turn, and you're enjoying it. You're starting to really enjoy your life. I feel you're busy with your life. You're doing a lot with it. You've come an awful long way from the old you who only served. It's as if you've been wakened up and now you want to have fun, meet people, think of yourself, and that's great. That's absolutely brilliant. You're far more assertive, I feel, than you were. But I do feel you've met this life for a reason, and it's a big lesson, and it's a very good lesson, and it certainly does, as I say, waken you up, and symbolically he kind of, I don't want to sound too cheesy, but kind of kisses you back to life, as it were. Lets you see that you are still desirable and that your life isn't over. So that's lovely, but he's just not the one. He's a stepping stone to the right one, and I do feel you will meet the right one. I do feel I'm looking at a very new you. You've got great friends who genuinely care about you, a great team of women around you. I feel lots of love and fun and busy times ahead. But you're putting the effort in. These sort of things don't just land on your doorstep or knock on your door. As you know, you have to put the effort in. You have to cultivate these friendships. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. I have a male spirit here who I believe is your daddy. He's certainly very, very protective of you. He still talks about you as a little girl, so I don't know if he died when you were young. He was a wise man, a good man. I do feel he did die young, but I don't think you were a wee girl when he died. But he still sees you as his wee girl. That's too cute. And I feel that he'll be the one that will put your new love into your path. And it's going to be, I see you going away on a short trip or short trips with the girls. And this is where you're going to meet this, let's call him your eternal partner. It's very cold outside in this house, so I think we're looking at early 2020. January, February can be cold as well, so maybe February, January or February. So I hope that all makes sense to you, Margaret Whip. What a lovely lady you are. I don't think I've ever spoken to you before, but you're lovely and you're friendly and you're finally doing stuff for yourself and finally doing stuff with your life. So good for you. That's wonderful. Okay, so we're going to do a card now for Claire Michael. This, I don't know why sometimes this thing goes up and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it seems to get struck. And I'm always a wee bit frightened too. Yeah, there's loads of people have joined. Michelle Moore, Mandy May, Michelle Berry's asking, why did you not get notification of what, darling? Evening, Katie, says Davina McClay. Evening, Davina McClay, says Katie. This should really just go up on its own, shouldn't it? Shouldn't have to. The wee cursor, the wee arrows awful near the end live videos, that's why I've been very, very careful. Hello, Brandy Treadjo. Okay, so this card, the card of the moon, is for Claire Michael. Can you see it? The wee dog's howling at the moon. Ow! Ow! Right? The moon, it's a great card. I do like the certainly how it's depicted. But it's a very, very personal card. Claire Michael, you need to admit some everything that you're hiding. You don't need to admit it to me. You don't need to admit it to anybody else. But you need to admit it to yourself. Because only you're suffering. You need to face up to this. And you will just feel the weight just immediately lifted from your shoulders. Also, one of these vlogs would talk of you wearing rose-tinted glasses when it comes to somebody in the past. Remember the truth. You've got a brilliant. The moon talks about somebody with a brilliant imagination, and that's you. And that serves you well most of the time. I feel some of the time it can lead to false memories and quite far out ideas. So keep your imagination as near to the truth as possible. I worry that history's about to repeat itself if you're not 100% honest with yourself. Only you, not anybody else, just you. I feel work-wise, you feel out of the loop. So ask questions, get back in there. If you get any doubts at all, ask questions, and you're not being left out of the loop, you're just out of the loop. To make a point of listening to what's going on, and if you don't understand something, ask. All told, this card would really just say wait, actually. Don't act at the minute, don't think hard, weigh things up and pick your battles. Don't be impulsive, and then use your intuition, which I think is at the highest now than it's ever been. So quite a few wee things there in that card, but ultimately, Claire Michael, take your time and ask questions and know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Alright, my darling. Oh, I'm a bit crackly tonight. Am I crackly tonight, guys? This new microphone should prevent that. Am I maybe too far away from it? Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Not that I'm seeing, but then I'm not. This is all a while ago. Bear with, guys. Sorry. Hello, Caroline Heap and Eliza McGurk. I'm just trying to see if anybody else is experiencing. Hello, D. Caro, Donna Allen. Elizabeth Patterson saying no. Are you meaning that there's no crackling? I do have a new microphone, so I'm surprised to hear that. It should be clearer than ever. Davina McClay saying a little bit. Oh, can you hear me? No, I'm just joking. Can you hear me all right? Maybe I was too far away. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, where are we at? Okay, let me look down here and see what we're going to do. Bernadette McQuitter. Are you on here tonight? I don't think I've seen your name either. But as I say, I may have missed it. Will I win my appeal and I don't feel Paul with me? Okay, let me just get tuned in here. Can you hear me okay, guys? I've got me paranoid now. Yes to your appeal, Bernadette. Long drawn out pain in the arse that it is. The outcome is not only favourable, it's only right, whatever that means. And you do feel that you deserve some good luck. You've had a pretty rubbish time of it. I actually feel several spirits around. There's an old lady here, an older lady, so a generation above you, who is delighted to say she's with her boy, whatever that means to you. I do feel Paul's around. By his own admission, he was a civil guy until he had a drink, and then he was a nightmare. He was certainly mouthy, but he was a civil guy and he'd a heart of gold. He'd rather help somebody than hurt them. The other spirit I'm picking up in a name, and I don't always get names, but it's a wee short A name like Andy or Alec or Alex or something along those lines. So I hope that makes sense to you. I feel that Paul, I'm getting all goosepimply, and I don't know if we've talked about this, Benedict, or not. I feel like Paul's still settling in, so it's not as he's gone a lot less long than I thought he had. And he's telling me that he was not responsible for his death. He was not responsible for his death. Did someone take his life? Certainly don't feel it was natural causes, although it was very sudden. But yeah, it took him a long time to get to heaven, and there was lots of lies told. He talks about, this is freaking me out a wee bit, Bernadette. He talks about being alive but being dead. I'm just looking at his photograph, but everything's coming from. He was alive, but he was dead. He died on the ground, and he wasn't aware of what happened. Does that make sense to you, Bet? I think this is. I'm looking at murder here. I feel somebody took Paul's life viciously, very viciously, and I'm feeling it in between time. I don't know quite what that means. He was alive, but yet he was dead, and he died on the ground. But he didn't die on the ground. I wish you'd make this clear to me. He didn't die right away, but he was dead. Oh God, help me with that, Pet. I'm not sure what I'm picking up on. Was he maybe on life support or something like that? Could it be that? I need to talk to you more about that, I suppose. And who's Andy, Alec, or Alex that he's with? I'm also seeing a whole big group of kids, massive big group of kids, hundreds of them, more like a football team, more than a football team. So who's got all the kids, I wonder? Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's all a wee bit. I hope that wasn't double Dutch to you, Bernadette, because I do feel that you're really needing a message. Just holding up a can of lager, I think it is. A tinny, as they call them through here. He was a civil soul. He was a civil soul. He just could be a bit mouthy when he couldn't let go of the past. He was a stubborn guy. He couldn't let go of the past either. But he is very much around you and he just absolutely adores you. I just feel a great injustice there. So if this is a murder, then the murderer has not been given, he's either not been caught or he's not been given a long enough sentence. If you're on just now, pop up your message up to help me out with that one, darling, could you? Yeah, so I seem to be a bit cackly. Sorry, I'm just reading some of these messages. I'm trying to go too far down in case I cut you all off. Can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Katie. I salute you. This is from Claire and Michael. I salute your selflessness in helping others. That's lovely. Sean Greenwood, hello. Long time no see. How are you doing? Margaret Shearer, do I see you driving? Yes, I do see you driving. I do see you driving. But I think we could be looking at 2 or 3. So 1 or 2 fails and a third possibly before you pass. You know what you're doing, it's just your confidence is letting you down. And that's very common. So yes, I do see you driving and I think it's something you wanted to do for ever so long. So good for you. Go for it. So how about you, Sean Greenwood, then? Not heard of you for a long time. Michelle Rushton, it was your connection, I'm sure, but it's absolutely fine now. Well, I'm plugged into the wall, guys, so I don't know what else I can do. I'm actually physically plugged into the Wi-Fi. And yes, don't be shouting, peel the plug, peel the plug. My girls would want to do that. Katie McKee, getting too late for me here in Cyprus. Show off. Oh, it'd be nice to be in Cyprus. It would indeed. Let me scroll down without hitting that end live. Go and do me a wee favour and throw up the loves. There we go. Oh, guys. Look at that. That was about 1 billion there. I keep telling myself 8,043 times to stop exaggerating. Oh, thanks for doing that. You're wee angels. Hello, Amanda Miller has joined. Caroline Crossley, I can't possibly answer yours because you've won. You won one of the big readings, so people will give me a row if I answer you and shout favouritism and stuff like that. So I'll pick up on your spirits when I do your reading, darling. Hope that's okay. I've got a rabbit in my eye. Oh no, it's a hair. So yes, Margaret Shearer, I do see you driving. Just have a wee bit more faith, and you would pass second time. Okay, so what we're going to do now? Let's have a look down here. And my thingy me bobber. So yeah, quite a few of you said it's your first time tonight. So what I need you to do is, excuse me, I need you to watch me on here. I'll always be on here every week, or twice a week, or, this is where you'll always watch me. But the problem is that I can't get photographs down this live feed. So what you need to do before I go on is go over to my group page, which is actually, I'm just going to show you it now so that you know. I never thought about doing this earlier. Happy birthday again to Susan McGuire. And while I'm doing this, my healing list is Isabel Fox, Lauren Ralph, Caroline Eddy, Carol Haley, I can't read my own writing, Lynn Hill, Paula Graham, Catherine Montgomery Link, Jacqueline Mitchell, Margaret Renner, and Pat Skeldon. I'll show you in a minute. I can't find it. I don't want to waste time. Hello, Amanda Miller has joined us. Yeah, so what you need to do is go over onto my blog, the Ghost Whisperer blog, and that's the one with the black and white photograph at the top. And I tell you on there what you need to do. You need to post in the comments, you need to post your photograph where I can see your eyes clearly. I need you to post your question and your date of birth and a rough idea of where you are in the world. And then I can answer from there. But I need a photograph, you see, and unfortunately we can't get photographs here. So that's why I need you to do that. So go over onto the blog, which is the Ghost Whisperer with the black and white photograph, put your questions, etc. there, and then switch back over to this page that you're on just now for my live stream. That will never change. That will always be that way. Okay? Is that as clear as crystal or as clear as mud? Clear as crystal. Good, good, good. Alrighty. Okay, here's an interesting one. How are we doing here? How are we doing? Okay, no, there's a lot of them saying, please, please, please. Guys, if I could answer every single solitary person, I would. There's SG asking if I see a resolution for her insomnia. I don't see a resolution for my insomnia, so what the heck? Yeah, there is resolutions out there. I haven't just taken time to look into it properly, but search the internet, there will be things that you can do. But nice to see you anyway, darling. Nice to see you very. Catherine Price joined, hello. Laura Dunlop will be moved. See, I would need your photograph for that, Laura. So if you go over onto my other page, my group page, where you do have to join, but it's free and you know, you've nothing to lose. So put your photograph and your question in the comments below. I'll put a new post up tonight saying add questions for next week onto this post. So here's an interesting one, guys, from Kim Shaw. Dear Katie, I have had several very similar dreams in the past 2 weeks. I know there is a bomb planted and I'm desperately running, trying to warn my mum, but never my children. What does this mean? Oh, that's interesting. So your mum's in spirit. I feel her around. I hope I've not just bumped your mum off. No, I do feel she's in spirit. And I'm wondering also, is it a special anniversary or around the time that you started to have these dreams pertaining to your mum? A bomb, when you dream about a bomb, your dream it symbolises anger, unresolved anger, and you're angry, I feel, about your mum. You're not with your mum. You're angry with circumstances surrounding how your mum died, I feel. Does that make sense? Am I right in saying that the bomb never goes off? And that you never find your mum? You never find her. You're desperately trying to find her to warn her, but you never do find her. Do you know? I wonder if you know who the bomber is, or do you think you know who the bomber is? I think that this has got to do with your mum's death, Kim. I think it's to do with your anger at how she died, and that is something that you need to reconcile with Pip, because if you don't, this is just going to go on and fester and fester and fester as the years go on. So you need to find a way to accept that. I know that's easier said than done, but nothing will change, and the outcome is very, it's just so damaging to you. The reason that your kids are never in the dream is because they're safe, and subconsciously you have no anger towards them. So that's why they're never in your dreams. Alrighty. Hope that helps. It's an interesting one. Somebody buy a tent today? Have I asked that already? What a strange thing at this time of year to buy a tent. Although I know that we're global, so it may be somebody in Australia, and I think they're coming into their summer now, aren't they? Right. I said I would pick a card for... Let me see, guys. Bear with me. I need somebody. Although I don't want to have somebody here whispering in my ear and saying you forgot about that and you forgot. I'd just rather just do it my way, and you guys just need to put out my memory being shocking and all of that. So I'm doing this card for Michelle Rushton. You still with us, Michelle? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And you have chosen the Six of Swords. See? Doesn't look a very promising card, but it's actually quite a good card. Because look, you're sailing away from rough waters here. See your rough waters there, left to right, and you're sailing into calmer waters, and all your swords which aren't good, they're all on board, so they can just all be put in the past now, and the worst is definitely over. You're needing to take a break, even if it's just a short break. If your budget doesn't allow for a world cruise, then go visit a friend. You just need a change of scene. Once you've got your head back on straight, you will decide to leave your job. 3 years overdue, I feel. Financially, emotionally, and physically, your tides are turning. You just don't feel that way at all just now. This is going to come as a surprise to you, everything that I'm saying. But everything will happen at the one time. Your rough waters are behind you. I don't feel you were paying much attention to your life. and you're only starting to do that now, and that's key. So it looks like so first of all, it looks like you need a break. You need a change of scene. You need time to get your head sorted and get your head, as I say, on the right way. Once you've done that, bang, 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 a whole load of changes. Work, finances, your emotions, physically, all of your tides are turning. So it doesn't look a particularly brilliant card, but alas, it is. You can see that you're sailing away there, wrapped in the blanket, coming out of rough shores. You've been guided and helped by that rather handsome boatsman there, and he is guiding you into calmer waters. So you do need a break. That's the first thing, first and foremost. Okay. Right. And I also said I would do a card for Catherine Burns. So let's get that done. Amanda Miller has joined. This thing doesn't go down automatically. I wish it would. I think what I'm going to try and do is even get it on my television, because I'll be able to see it more clearly, because I can put the font up really, really high, and I'll be able to see it, and that'll save me you guys seeing the top of my head all the time. If anybody knows of any way that we can, whether it's on Facebook or not, where we can look at, where I can do my live. Do not say page unresponsive, I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into the wall. How can that page be unresponsive? Can everybody hear me? Don't do this to me. I've gone.